Hello, and welcome. My name is MiniBetrayal, and this is Factorio Railyards. So, since the end of the last episode, I've done... actually, I haven't done that much work. I've done a lot of waiting around and a bit of biter fighting. Let me show you what I've got. So, first things first, I have turned off the iron ore... smelting rail yard as well in bids to reduce pollution. Pollution's now been reduced a fair amount. I'm still getting the odd attack, but they're normally just 1 or 2 biters now, so that is making things easier. Let's turn that off. Because I'm getting fewer attacks, and the attacks are pretty much all in the same places, rather than run around fighting them all off, I have dropped down a couple of normal turrets. So I've got one there. I think that one is primarily being attacked from maybe that base and maybe this base as well, coming around the side. I have got one in this corner. I'm not quite sure where those ones are coming from. Maybe also from this base. I have a turret there, and a turret there. What else have I done? We've been slowly building up a supply of laser turrets. I've unlimited this chest because I just want as many as I can get. I kept running into an issue of having too much petroleum because I'm not really using plastic at the moment. So I built this. So this is a setup that makes solid fuel from petroleum gas. Not very efficient, I know, but what I've done is I've got a pump here that's set to only turn on these guys if I have more than 20,000 petroleum gas in this tank. So more than 80% storage. And that's managed to keep everything running there. Up here, this isn't in radar coverage. Iron is starting to run out up here, so I have basically redone this one as to try and compress these 2 belts as much as I can, although they will run out fairly soon. Also, coal is on the way out. So, first things first, where is my car? My car is up there. So, if I'm going to be laying down lots of laser turrets, I need to increase my power. And I've also just noticed I'm no longer doing any research. I've researched as much of the laser damage and laser shooting speed as I can without getting yellow science, the utility science packs. So, I guess let's just continue. So, flamethrower, landmines, rocketry, combat robotics, energy shield equipment, stronger explosives, that increases grenade damage, but I'm not using grenades, I guess, and physical projectile damage, so that does shotgun shells, gun turrets, and bullet damage. Okay, what was I saying? Oh yes, let's go and have a look at increasing power. Okay, so I've done a little bit of preparation for this power expansion. Because we're running low on coal, I'm thinking I might actually want to fuel this new bit with solid fuel, which was actually part of the reason why I increased my solid fuel production. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just temporarily cut that. I'm going to paste this down right next to it, and my bots will go out and do that. And I've got this little loop in the coal here. So my thinking is, if I bring solid fuel in here, and I'll prioritize it, so solid fuel will go both ways, and then any extra will be any extra space that's not taken up by solid fuel will instead be taken up by coal. Once the coal backs up as far as here, any spare coal will come around this side and come down here and join back up to go over towards my original smelting arrays and my bus, etc. And I've just run away from all my robots, so let me pick them up. Okay. But because there's also solid fuel on that, obviously I don't want to send solid fuel down here. So what I've done, there is a splitter here that doesn't actually go anywhere, but what it does is it filters only, it will only let coal go through. So if any solid fuel gets this far, it will back up. So I'm hoping that will work anyway. So I want a similar thing there that will only let coal through. And I need to go one more than that. So any extra coal will go along this way and then join up towards the bus. Okay, so this solid fuel line I will take around this side. And up here. And I've run out of belts. Okay, I will let my bots finish with whatever materials I've got. I believe I've built enough boilers and steam engines, and then I'll go back, run back over to the base, grab some more belts, and then I'll come back and finish this off. Okay, I've picked up the belts. While I'm down this end, I've already prepared some offshore pumps, so I'll get those hooked in. So that'll go there. Whoops, actually that can go one further. That will go there, and I need some ordinary pipes. Whoops. One there, one there, one there, and there, and one there. So that feed water in. And then I'll come up this end and let my bots finish off the belts, and I'll finish that bit off myself. Okay. This seems to be working. I'll keep an eye on it until at least some solid fuel gets to the end, just to make sure that these filters are working. And I've got a couple of yellow flashes down here because I need some extra power poles on those. There we go. Okay, yes, it is working. You can see over here, well, if you go back in the video a few seconds, you'll see that one side of it was backed up. Now you can see that both sides of it are backed up. Now I'm hoping that this guy will be able to grab... In fact, maybe if I put that there instead, does that still work? Can he pick up off there? No, okay. Okay, so I might not be able to have any spare coal come back through this way. But either way, solid fuel should be the primary fuel source for it now, and coal will only be used as a spare. Okay, right, so now we are making much more. So we've got 160 that are producing 900 kilowatts each. So that means I have a maximum power of 144 megawatts is my maximum capacity, and I'm only using 27, 28. Okay, so where's my car? My car's up here, I believe. Let me go and lay down some laser turrets. Okay, so I'm going to start off on this southern wall because this is one of the places I'm getting attacked the most. Let me pick up that, and in fact, let's get some stuff along here so I can see how many I've got. I really need to rearrange this. Okay, so what we're going to do, it's a fairly standard setup with a substation and lasers, thusly. So if I copy that, and then I can just run along and paste. Okay, so that is one wall done. Obviously we need to hook it up to power, so let's do that and see what it does to my power network. see how much it breaks. So I've got some of the long power poles here. We'll just run that straight up. And there. Ooh, everything died for a second. Okay, yeah, for a second it used 150 something megawatts. Which is... Actually, that's just about my limit there. Okay, but that all seems to work. Let's continue. I think what I'll do, if I come down there and across, so I can surround this copper ore outpost. Okay, and let's keep going south. Okay, so yeah, I'm just coming around the copper ore outpost here. Just a quick note, I've stuck an extra one in the corner there because corners seem to attract more attention than anywhere else, so I reckon it's a good idea just to have a little bit of extra firepower there. Should be able to bring this all the way along here. I don't need any of those. There we go. And we'll just finish this off, and I will rebuild this outpost as well, actually, while I'm here. Okay, so that is done. I haven't yet hooked it up to power, and I'm not going to do that just yet. And I am actually missing the steel I need for one of those chests. But I will come back for that. I will finish a wall. I think I'll do a wall up along here as well. Yeah. How many have I got? I've still got over 100 laser turrets left. So yeah, I'll build an eastern wall as well. Okay, I changed my mind. That new wall is actually getting attacked, so I will power it up now. I will come back to get those bots later, because at the moment that wall is defenseless. There we go. That was just a lone spitter, and I will have to do this bit manually because I left all my bots behind. There we go. Alright. Back to where we were. Oh, and we've got some new science to do as well. Okay, so let's just continue doing these in order. There, that one needs... In fact, I think after that they all need purple. Okay, so that's as much science as we can do for now. And then continuing with the wall. Okay, I can actually see a biter off the bottom of my screen, so I'll go and take care of that one manually. Well, I say manually. Let's just run him over. There we go. Then let's continue. Oh, did I see something else up there? No. Right, onwards. Oh, and I've run out of battery power. Okay, so I've only got 11 laser turrets left, but I've managed to do about half the eastern wall, and that's where most of the attacks were coming through. So let me hook this up to the power grid. I'll just drag this back this way. And now I've actually got some power at my walls. I would also like to get down some radars so I can see what may be coming. Okay, so radars are down. I've also put down a couple of extras just so all of my all the bits of my base are under coverage. So now we've got some defenses. Let's turn things back on. So let's turn that back on first off. That will set off all 600 robots I have there. We'll also start using solid fuel a little bit more, and by a little bit more I mean a lot more. Let's go do the same at the copper, which is over here on this side. So we'll turn that on. Oh, I was thinking, really, is that it? But no, they're all in a different one. Okay, so I've got 400 there. I might go and grab another couple of stacks. Yeah. We'll have 600 bots in each rail yard. For now, I'm sure that number will increase. And yoink, we'll grab them. Oh, also I forgot that I spent some time just collecting red circuits, so we'll turn them back on. Okay, and fly. Okay, and they are all being used immediately. Okay, do we need to do anything down here to turn it back on? No, that's just already started. Okay, oh actually I do still have a chest down there. Do I have enough steel on me? No. Let me go grab some steel and I'll go and fix that chest. While I am on my way down here, I will, whoops, crash into that. I'll mention that I also, in each rail yard, I have put 5 repair packs and just 2 construction bots. So if anything in them does get damaged, they have a way of repairing themselves and I don't have to go and fix it myself. Okay, so now that's done, let's turn the trains back on. Whoops. So that rail needs to go back, that rail needs to go back, and then you, automatic, you, automatic, you, automatic, you, automatic, and okay, and then the trains are going. Let's see what pollution is like. So yeah, it's down here that we're going to see most of our attacks come from. We might see a couple come around this side of the lake. Yeah, that's all going on. I should probably swap these out for stack inserters. It's filling fast enough for now. I will have to upgrade it to stack inserters at some point, but it's not immediately necessary. And similar thing down here. In fact, this one will take a little bit longer because the outpost wasn't running, and I imagine many of these chests are empty. No, just some of them. Okay, well, I'll keep an eye on this for a bit. Oh, I don't like that. I'm going to need to tidy that up at some point. Okay, the limiting factor in the rail yards at the moment, it's certainly the copper one. The iron one seems to be having less of an issue with it, but it's certainly still an issue. Oh, it's less of an issue because I put more in. The limiting factor is the number of roboports. And as a... well, I suppose it's not really a good thing, but it is a thing that I forgot to do. But as a side effect of it, yeah, because I forgot to put this belt back, I have a stock of advanced circuits, which is the main reason I was having issues making lots of roboports. So, I am thinking I should be able to craft a bunch of these now, and that will alleviate the problem somewhat. I just need to stand here and collect some steel. Okay, I've just popped back to the main base. The rail yards seem to be doing their thing nicely at the moment, and we are having an iron problem. Let's think. Steel's actually doing pretty well, so I think what I will do, if I come up here, it's actually quite far up here. Should have brought the car. Somewhere. Where's a good way of where is a good place for doing this, I should say. Yeah, let's just have a thing that output priority to the right, and then like that. So that way, as much iron as we can will go towards iron, and any extra will go towards steel. Hopefully that will alleviate the shortages we are having. Otherwise, we might have to start pinching some of this iron. And I'd like to avoid doing that if possible. This base is supposed to be largely self-contained. Mind you, not very much in this series has gone according to plan so far, so yeah, what difference does it make, really? Okay, we've also managed to, despite the iron shortage, managed to build up a supply of, well, it was 167 when I last checked. How many have we got? Maybe it was 147, I don't know. But apparently I can't count or read numbers. Anyway, we have a supply of laser turrets. So let's go and see if we can extend the eastern wall further north. Okay, so on short stretches of wall like this, because there are fewer lasers that can aim at nearby attacking aliens, I'm going to double up the line of turrets. Can that stretch that far? No. Okay, so yeah, that is. I've still got 60 left, but you know that's the full eastern wall there, and I certainly don't have enough to take care of the northwest. So I'll just have to hope the pollution doesn't go that far. Oops. So yeah, I will connect this to power. So yeah, this is another place where I will double up the turrets. And radar up. Okay, so here we are. We have defended at least 2/3 of our perimeter. It's actually probably more like half because this is a much bigger perimeter. But this side up here, it's not reaching. The pollution isn't reaching the biters yet. Whereas down here, yeah, we're going to start getting attacks soon again. But this time I feel much more prepared. We should be able to tank a little bit before everything comes crashing down around us. Okay, so looking at the power here, the coal is definitely supplementing the solid fuel. We're not making enough solid fuel to power the base on its own. Let's see, how are we doing? That one isn't working because it's full of petroleum. So yeah, we could probably get away with a few more petroleum to heavy, not petroleum to heavy, petroleum to solid fuel machines. We might look at doing that next episode. Otherwise, we can probably get some more rail yards in. Or I might have to ship in a little bit more iron for the main base. There's a big deposit down there we could grab. But anyway, yeah, that is an hour of gameplay. So I will leave it there for today. In the meantime, I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.